Is your level fine? Are we
It
fine
is.
with this?
It is. I'm a little more sedate this morning.
You have a cough drop. Well, that's going to sound good during the recording. Sound like you're munching some beaver.
Like a black woman on the phone.
All right.
All right. Welcome to TVT time.
Hello, everybody.
I'm sorry. That's strident. Welcome to TVT time. That's better.
Glad we're acknowledging how
It's
hurtful
the morning.
your voice is.
It's the morning.
It's the morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay,
We
someone's
danced
had
the
a-
whole night.
someone's
through.
had a
Good
lot of
morning.
coffee.
Good morning. Do you? We should do that song in Cabaret about an orgy
Shut
waking up with. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, everybody.
Everyone else was thinking that.
Everyone. I'm Maddie. How are you?
And I'm Jake, a.k.a. Poodle.
AKA.
Hey.
You know, I like doing a morning show. It's like, you know what? I feel like Kathy Lee and Hoda. We should get a mimosa. Wine.
You are definitely Kathy Lee.
Oh, for sure. I'm for sure Kathy Lee. Mm-hmm. You know what? I tweeted Kathy Lee because she said something really, she was really
It's
mean.
like I'm sucking on a cough drop like this.
She was really mean to Bill Nye.
Why?
She was very rude to Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like, he was trying to talk, and she was like, okay, come on.
Well, she's
so
never
over.
been the best. We're going to start the show now.
I don't know if she's a nice person.
In the morning, in the evening, and we got fun. All right.
Sunny weather.
So,
well, they got wintry weather in Riverdale.
nice segue. So, this is the final episode of Riverdale.
It is.
And it did not disappoint.
Did not.
Okay, that's not a singing time.
Okay, let's look at our...
we need to focus. Now, it can't just be the gay genie from Aladdin. Okay? No, we have a lot to talk about.
We do.
And it's actually annoying.
Well, we've got to read our... Can I do the format of the show before you talk about
You know
Can we read
what?
the comments from our people? Because now it's time for T for two and T
You're like
for you.
a gay Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right now. Your face is spinning like Two-Face. All right. Yes, it's time for T for two, T for you.
Okay.
For you!
For you. Yeah, I need you to... Okay.
I need you to stop.
We've got a lot of comments. Much more than our Fire Island show, hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Well, I don't know. We all know the show's a piece of shit. But our recaps, we like them.
We like them. Okay, so
I haven't read them.
Why don't you...
Just pick one that I'll like.
Why don't you read this quote from Avenger?
Okay.
That one right there.
I love it how I just say read one to me like an old man. Say, like an old man in a nursing home.
Uh-huh.
Avenger. Oh. Avenger says... I'm like an old person.
Like,
what's happening?
What is happening?
He says, Joaquin, that's the Southside Serpent.
Uh-huh.
Joaquin is gay. I don't see any other reason why he would be bi or even sexually fluid because we've only seen him with Kevin, and he started having feelings for him. Yes, he's a masculine bad boy type, but gay guys can be like that too. What? What gay guys do you know?
Those are only gay guys on TV that are masculine bad boy types.
Most of them
are flouncing queens.
Most of them are lisping, mincing Marys.
Yes, that is what we bring to the world.
I know. The ones when they say, "Oh, I just happen to be gay on television," I'm like, "Yeah, you're an anomaly."
Yeah.
Go to New York and go to Chelsea. You'll see real gay guys. You know what? That's true. Gays come in all different shapes and sizes. We are not trying to marginalize any gays by saying they have to be a certain way.
We're not.
But honestly, a lot of them are prancing, mincing queens.
They are. Now, we've got... there's
Judy loving, Barbara singing.
When you're smiling.
Rosé drinking.
I don't care for rosé.
Brunching.
I passed that. I'm stronger
Okay,
stuff.
it's even gayer when someone says, I don't care for rosé.
I don't. It doesn't mix with my constitution.
Okay, we're going to move on. What's yours?
Okay, there's a lot of good comments. So go to the YouTube channel of last week of episode 12 of Who
You're
Killed Jason
telling our
Blossom.
audience to read our comments.
Go read them because we don't have time for all of them because we got a lot of stuff. So I want to thank like John Matthews who says he loves our show from London. I appreciate it.
London?
Oh, God. Why did I read that?
Put a little strip in the chow bar. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either.
I was just possessed.
Ooh, I think your coffee's kicking in.
Kind of, yeah.
We're going to have a double crazy show. Crazy!
Okay, enough.
Okay, I'm going to read this comic.
I need to bring a taser.
Nix, thank you as well. But I'm going to read a comment first from Khalid Watson. Khalid.
Oh,
again.
yes, he's one of our regulars.
Khalid watches Fire Island because he's a good person.
Who sees them that are mincing, prancing queens.
Or really bored. All right. Khalid says, I don't know if you ever saw the Netflix show Black Mirror. But
I love it.
He said, but there is a reference to it in this episode 12 of Riverdale. When Joaquin is about to get on the bus out of town, the destination written on the side is
San Junipero. I noticed
Junipero,
that, but I didn't say anything.
which is the name of the Black Mirror episode. If it's the one about the same-sex couple. It's cool because it adds a lot of depth to these characters' relationships since Riverdale wasn't giving them a lot of airplay. So maybe that's the answer to our question. They are truly like a couple, and Joaquin is maybe really gay.
You know what?
That just kind of blew my mind, Khalid.
I did not get that far into it. This show just got really important and meta to me just now, and I feel like the universe just made a little bit of sense to me. Like, I'm, small in the scope of... All right, let's just go on with this.
Okay, now...
It's still 10 a.m.
Okay, and Nix did leave a great comment.
There's too many.
I'm not going to read it, but I know. But Nix did talk about how apparently you were correct that Greg Berlanti did see that Cole Sprouse was going to be the breakout character, and they changed and wrote more things for him.
Thank you. I love being correct. I said that's all I want on my tombstone says, here lies Poodle. She was right.
She was right. But
that's all I want.
I'm bringing up Nix because I'll put the link on the bottom of this episode, but our friend Nick shared with us a video that we watched.
We did. This is our first reaction show, which I'm kind of against.
We might have to do more of them. I enjoyed them.
I still kind of hate them because it's too masturbatory for me.
It's a video of Cole Sprouse and KJ Appa.
KJ Appa. Let's talk about the compliments.
Twitter compliments.
KJ Appa
to each other, and
he's pucka.
It is. It's what wet dreams are made of.
It's kind of hot.
What wet dreams are made of.
What dreams are made of. All right. That's all I got. I'm just singing tags from songs. No, it's not whole songs.
Let's get
are we recording?
Okay, we are. Just checking.
You say that all the time.
You know what? We need a live producer. If you live in the Los Angeles area and you're interested in producing this show, and you have a lot of time, we can't pay you. We can give you a drink or two, but don't drink too much of Poodle's vodka because he doesn't buy the cheap shit.
It's not good for you.
Remember we used to buy the one in the plastic bottles?
Popov. Ooh, those
were rough times.
Tasted like gasoline.
Those were rough times.
It went down rough too. Ooh.
All right, let's jump into some tea bags, everybody.
Teabag time. This final episode edition. So I very much enjoyed this season. I started out saying, it's going to be about comic book characters. I guess I'll watch it. That's exactly how I talk.
That is exactly how he talks.
But I came to the realization that by the end of it, we've created a world where I'm not even thinking about the resemblance between them and their comic book characters anymore. And they're
in a world where comic book characters have no resemblance to their alter egos.
I'm just going to let that sit there and move on. Anyway, as I was saying, trying to prove a point where I'm just a straight man for some silly carrot top. I'm going to continue to let you laugh.
Okay.
Stop crying.
Okay.
All right. We're going to edit this out because this is terrible. No one needs to just listen to you laugh. Anyway, I'm going to talk about...
That's a good point. I like that point.
I'm going to talk about how the show, the big issue of this has been about Clifford Blossom and who killed Jason Blossom. We found that out last week. It was Clifford. He hanged himself, blah, blah. We're all kind of over it now.
Yeah, I wonder what they did with his wigs, though. Can you send that to us, prop department?
I would love that kind of wig.
I would love a Riverdale wig.
They're probably lining some hamster cage somewhere.
Probably.
So I wrote, it's over, but it's not over, because Betty's still sticking her fingernails into her hand, and we know. And then she has this great thing about, my family imploded. I love that the realization of, oh, now the chapter's closed, and the captors are actually saying, there's this whole thing is fucked up. I love that.
Again, it's the kids noticing.
Yeah. Oh, the adults are asleep in this town. The only one who's not, strangely enough, is Alice Cooper, who we'll talk about later, who has become one of my favorites.
Well, I think with the adults, I think a little bit is their...
I'm going to do the whole episode with the side of my mouth.
And that's the show, everybody. That's the show. I think that the adults are sleepy, but I think we're going to be finding more and more secrets about the adults' past of why they're doing what they're doing.
Only if it's juicy. I don't really care about it. Like, we had some good Alice Cooper tea.
We did.
We'll talk about later. What's your first one?
So this was a discussion that we had that, we were talking about how they really saved the drama for the penultimate episode, and so this episode's more about
common thing in TV these days.
Yeah, kind of starting
they can set up a next season.
And I just want to. Do you like that? Or I kind of miss it. Like, well, again, we're going to get to this, but like. I love a good Who Shot JR over the summer, a good cliffhanger for the summer.
Yeah, but that gets tiring, and I think also you have to let the fans have some kind of closure, and then they usually throw a new mystery,
which is
what
they
did.
I get it, but there's
they literally did a Who Shot JR.
They did. Spoiler alert.
If you're watching this, you've already watched it. Or you don't watch the show and you just watch us act like prancing queens.
Yes, that's
prancing,
true.
mincing.
All right, that's just something I just wanted to bring up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was a good discussion.
I'm not patronizing. It's just...
No.
I just said interesting. My next one is about the Pussycats. I wrote, Pussycats are back. Yay?
What's new, Pussycat? Whoa.
What's new is Josie has blue hair, and
she kind of looks
like it or love it. I don't know. How about I don't care.
It looks like maybe she's been gone filming a James Cameron movie. What's that movie?
Avatar.
You know what? I enjoyed that movie. It swept me away.
That was not a good movie. Everyone agrees that was a bad movie.
It was like one of the best-selling movies of all time.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
It's true.
I
didn't mind it.
If you rated things that were the best selling, as a good movie, no.
Maybe that's why we're not making any money, because
those Fast and the Furious movies sell a lot.
I've never seen any of them.
I haven't either. I think we're the only ones in the world who haven't.
No, my boyfriend hasn't either, which I was surprised.
Never seen any of them?
Much more straighter than we are.
There's no scale. Remember?
True. But still,
if you like dick, you're gay. You're gay.
Or
or bi. I don't know. Now we're all in a weird area. Sexually fluid. I don't care. Let's move on.
There is hot guys in those movies. We should probably watch a couple of them.
Maybe. But anyway, the Pussycats are back.
Maybe we should recap them.
And no. It would just be us doing homoerotic subtext in that movie.
Pretty much. The Pussycats are back. Yeah.
So, and then... Can we just decide that we only bring them out to sing? I don't want to see them act.
Yeah, I just want them to they sing in a coffee shop. It's the coffee shop they go to. We hear them in the background.
We were trying to make Josie happen earlier, but like Gretchen Wiener not trying to make fetch happen, it's not going to work.
No.
She's just no.
Yeah, it's not, and
she's not interesting. Her story's not compelling.
I hate that because then the show is just pretty much just white people and like one Latina girl.
Not true, but I want to talk about that later.
Okay.
Anyway, but I wrote Pussycats are back. I have more to say about a certain Pussycat later, though.
It's true. This isn't a tea bag, but it just popped in my head too.
Here we go.
Sorry, I'm going off script. I do love again that this whole
2 hours.
What's the final episode though? I really like that they're not wasting our time with this. Of Betty and Veronica fighting over Archie shit, and Betty's kind of like, we're putting this out there.
It's going to be in the second season because that's in the comics all over the place.
I know, but it's so soap opera-y, and I'm just not a fan of it.
It has to happen, and it's something that if it doesn't happen, I will demand that it happens because it is so indicative of the comics.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Thank you for ruining this.
Sorry, no.
Second season for me.
It just has to happen.
I'm glad I'm not even looking forward to season 2 now.
Everyone who knows a little bit about Archie know that they have to be now. Then he's with Betty. Then he's with Veronica. That's just the way it is. Sorry to disabuse you of that notion.
Maybe they'll have a threesome.
Maybe. Hell, we just saw some of the sex scenes were intense.
Wow, this was
that's not high school. This wasn't Dawson's Creek gentle Joey and Dawson.
No.
This was like Skinamax.
It was Skinamax. It was like Real Sex 10.
That's HBO, I think.
I don't know.
So to piggyback on, I'll let you go first, but I wanted to talk about black characters a little bit.
Go ahead.
What's interesting is I'm not saying we've come so far racial relations because we haven't, obviously.
Because I know where I've been.
That's terrible.
What? It's from Hairspray.
But it's written by all white people and black people are singing it. It's a terribly co-opted song. Anyway, because I'm woke and you're not.
I'm glad you're taking away all my joy. You know what? Jennifer Hudson sang the shit out of it.
She did.
So it's real now. Woke that.
Woke that. I love that. So we've come to the point now, Riverdale, not only are the black characters, they are now the conservative voices of the authorities. They're saying, no, so we have Mayor and Weatherby. Mm-hmm. And they're saying, you're going to behave this way and blah, blah, blah. They are the new old white people.
It's true.
I kind of love that because that,
like it.
In a way, it's flipped, and they are definitely not the cool characters.
No, they're not.
And I love that, which is weird.
They
in a converse way.
No, I don't have anything to add to that. I think that's
thanks.
No,
all right, hit it.
No, I think that's a good point.
All right.
It'd be nice if they bring in some leading characters that
they
tried
just
fucked
with
up
Chuck.
The Pussycats. They tried with Chuck too. Chuck was hot.
He was.
Chuck was hot. Anyway, okay. What's something that? I'm telling you, I was right. I'm telling you, I'm right. That.
Okay.
Hermione is pulling the strings. I'm telling you, Hermione's going to get evil, and we saw it in this episode with her. Now that her, what's his name? Hiram's coming back, which is going to be Mark Consuelos.
Which is the least Hispanic name in the world. When you see Hiram, hello, I'm Hiram.
I kind of thought
Do you
they were
have
going to
some
be like,
gefilte fish?
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. The prices on this belly locks are way too high.
Riverdale, can you hear me?
Hiram. The only Hispanic Hiram ever.
It's true.
But, good that
Mark
they cast...
Consuelos is hot.
Good they cast a Hispanic actor.
No, yeah.
In a lead.
When I listened to an interview...
It'll make it a little less white.
Which I listened to an interview earlier and with Hermione Lodge on another after show, and she talked about she wouldn't have... She said that there's no way they could have done not a Hispanic actor. But...
Good.
I'm telling you, I know she's probably reacting differently because her husband's coming back, and she's probably a little scared of him. But still, I think she's in charge. I wouldn't even be surprised if she got Fred Andrews killed. Telling you,
you know how I feel about this character.
I know, but I think she could get really interesting if she's evil. I think you're gonna like her.
I feel
more.
the same way about the actress. Just recast.
You know
I think
what?
they could find.
I think she's gonna win you over. You just don't know yet. You know what?
Okay.
Mark my words for season 2.
I'm just going to sit here and suck my teeth.
Yeah, because I remember you didn't love Alice Cooper the first couple of episodes, and then on episode 4, she changed you.
No,
I will show you the clip.
It's not the fact that I did not like the actress. I love the actress. I thought she was a tired trope. That's different than not liking the character. It's not that I didn't like her.
All right, we'll see.
Go to the clip. Go ahead. Try.
We'll see.
I'll say go to the clip, and there will be no clip here.
If you're interested in being an editor for our podcast and want to go through hours of footage to find this fucking clip, if you live in the Los Angeles area, we can't pay you, but please.
Might want to wear some earplugs because I get loud. I want to talk about. I still say there are two. Kind of looking at the whole season now. The two characters who stood out to me the most are Jughead, which we've already talked about, who kind of was the character that everyone's identified with, and Betty. And Betty is this amazing... She starts out as Miss Perfect.
Lily Reinhardt's perfection.
Turns into this really self-aware person who still has problems with digging in her hands like that. But wow, what they've done with that character.
Yeah, because
I'm impressed.
Veronica, she's a great actress, and but Veronica's kind of
she's a foil.
She's been the same she's great. She's a great actress, and I love her scenes a lot with Betty. But she's kind of like
she's gonna get more to do next season.
I think so too, because her dad's coming. She's been way self-assured, and I'm excited to kind of see her get broken down when she finds out her mom's evil. Mm-hmm. But they really
maybe,
but
you're not sure.
Maybe, and if that's a tip off to the characters, because again, and this is going spoiler alert, but if Archie's father is dead, if Fred Andrews is dead,
they won't kill him. They can't kill Luke Perry.
I think this could hopefully be like a little bit of like a growth for Archie as well. We'll see.
It's segueing into that. So Archie and Veronica are together. And I say that with a question mark.
Yeah, because he stuck it in a lot.
Yes, that's true.
Well, did you see that sex scene?
Probably a couple of times.
It's true.
Like a jackhammer.
Shrimp on the barbie.
That's not like any jackhammer I'm making. It sounds like a seal.
It sounded like Woody the Woodpecker getting fist fucked.
I don't know what that is. How does a jackhammer do? That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think I'm buying it personally because, I'm not buying it because Archie's making longing looks at Betty. So obviously Archie wants what he can't have, which is every teenage boy and me till I was about 28.
Boy, that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I appreciate that truth talk. Can we talk about Archie, too, for a little bit? Archie is He-Man in that gray T-shirt.
I don't know.
He looks amazing.
Okay.
He-Man.
You just said this so you can sing the theme song.
Yes. But no, he was so... And when he rescued Cheryl... That suicide scene with Cheryl... That was beautifully done.
It was beautifully done.
With the white and the ice. But when she fell in the water, we both gasped.
We did.
But then Archie pulls her out of the water, and then he carries her over the ice.
You forgot about the punching and the
blood.
blood.
And there's blood, and then he picks her
and
up and he
visual,
carries her.
I was just like this. My senses were overrun, and I might have popped a Woody.
It's true. Can you imagine? You know, I once had intimate relations with a man, and we were making out on my couch. And this was when I was still a big girl. You know, not that I'm a skinny girl now, but I'm going to just be real. It's not when I was in my 20s and, 160. And so, but we were making out on the couch, and he picked me up and carried me to the bedroom. And it was one of the most, the word amazing doesn't even count. I gave myself to him on that bed. Freely and openly.
He
carried me to the bedroom.
All right, like you wouldn't have given yourself to him if he didn't carry you.
Honestly, it was terrifying. The whole time I thought, if his back goes out and I fall on the floor, I'm just gonna
if there would have been a filming of that, I could have been a millionaire by now.
I really couldn't. I couldn't be in the moment. I was terrified.
There we are. I gave myself to him freely and openly. That's the Star Trek theme, which is strange.
Which is really sexual, you think of it.
It is. I love it when your voice breaks. So...
Hold on, I gotta finish this. That's all I know.
There, at least finish it, you idiot. All right, I'm gonna keep talking. I want to talk about and jump back to Betty a little bit when Alice Cooper is saying, blah blah blah. It's one of my favorites of this season. That was
the best part of the episode.
Yeah, and she goes, Betty, you have to go to the Jubilee with us. Let's just all make nice and be sweet. And she's like, really, Mom? Let's go then.
Let's go.
Oh, and then she's like, why did you do this? She becomes Detective Betty.
Yes.
And why did you do that? And she's like, Betty, I told you. And so she asked why that thing where that Skeet Ulrich overheard or.
When they had dinner,
DP. When DP.
FP.
When DP.
They had dinner at the Cooper house, and she invited FP, and he brought up, you got in a fight.
And then she wouldn't tell them what happened, And later on, anyway, it's a great scene. And she's like, let's go. And then so that we find out the scene right after that, Alice Cooper is tearful and says, I was the same thing with what are you doing?
I spit on the mic. I got excited.
Jesus.
Spit on the mic. I got excited.
She's like, what's, now my train of thought is gone.
I'm sorry. I was just quietly.
You did the weirdest movement.
No, you were talking about the dinner at Betty Cooper's.
Okay, thank you, because it was so distracting. Anyway, like that. Okay, the funniest thing is that's what distracted me.
Thank God we're not doing the show live. Can you imagine being on Good Morning America where there's people holding signs behind the window? You would just be yelling, saying, "I can't concentrate because you're fucking signs."
I would. I
don't want to mingle with these people.
Oh, I hate being with
people. Shut the curtains, everybody. Bring up the wall.
Seriously, build that wall. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So anyway. Alice Cooper comes in. Alice Cooper was the same thing as Polly that night. She was pregnant, and she was in the family way, and they sent her off to live with the little sisters. So they went to a convent, and so Betty has a little brother.
Older brother.
Older brother. So we're going to find out who that is next season.
As Veronica said, it's probably a blonde Adonis.
I know, and I loved a little quote I'll talk about. I love a long-lost brother. Very Dickensian. I love her. You know that. Anyway, I
don't know what that quote means, but okay.
Of course you don't.
You know what's something I want to say? I listened to. So I'm going to start doing. I'm bringing this up for a reason. I'm going to start doing shows on AfterBuzz TV, and I was listening to the Riverdale AfterBuzz just to see what it's like, and they had the actress who plays Hermione Lodge on. So I was listening to her, and she said something. I was waiting to tell you in person. But they said, what is she?
Because I cannot be expected to.
She can't recreate a reaction for shit.
Because you know why? Because I'm real. Because I'm real.
You know Meryl Streep, that's for sure. Anyway, so Hermione, they said, what are you looking forward to next season? Are there any things you can tell us? And she said, she's like, well, nothing's confirmed, but something I'm very much looking forward to is an 80s flashback where all the parents are in high school.
I would very much enjoy that.
That would be amazing.
It would be. Sorry, did I not respond the way I needed to?
That was totally boring. I'm glad you killed that. You know what? That was the most unenthusiastic response ever.
I would very much like to see that.
You're a whore.
I don't know how that makes me a whore.
You know what?
But I don't think a whore is a good derisive term that you should use. Joy killer, I like better.
That's all I have, except for talking about Fred Andrews and then reading the tea leaves for next season.
I'm sorry I took your joy away. My last one has to do with probably one of my other favorite moments this season. Now, Archie and Veronica are together, but Archie actually has to sing the song with the Pussycats. And Valerie has to play the piano. So here, hold my mic for a minute because I'm going to do an impression. Okay, this is Valerie playing. Everyone else is smiling on stage and like, good
Archie's
friends,
like this. Archie's like,
friends.
hey, my friends, I'm singing about my friends.
Get closer to my mouth, please.
And then this is Valerie. She's pissed, y'all.
I'm sorry. And then she walks by. Veronica. Valerie's face was my favorite thing. One of my favorite things of this season.
It was like Cheyenne and Fire Island.
I know. She could not be bothered.
Cross promote. She could not be bothered.
She could not be bothered. Anyway, Valerie, I saw that and I loved it. I'd give you a pass.
I give you a pass.
Anyway, I did. That's basically all I have too.
Well, we could talk a little bit about, let's just spend a little bit of time. We got a couple of minutes of things where, so obviously kind of the show ends with there's a robbery at Pop's. Someone is shot. It's Fred Andrews.
And also,
we don't know if he's alive or not.
True. And what happens also, we don't know who shot him or someone hired him to do it. We also have Cheryl torching her house. She's literally burning down the house. Burning down the house. That's all I know of that.
What's more? You gotta burn your house. I don't know it either.
You don't know either.
But, I did see this a little bit because Fred Andrews was talking about the DUI and Jughead has to go to Southside High.
He's got a serpent's jacket.
And I think what was cool, I'm excited to see Jughead be a serpent too because it's it was very
bad boy.
It was very Shakespearean. Where literally they're about to like get together, Jughead and Betty, and have sex. Like they just told one another they loved each other, and this whole time Betty was foreshadowing.
Did you just compare Riverdale to Shakespeare?
Yeah,
How?
She foreshadowed too when she's talking to her mom. If he goes to the South Side, I know I'm going to lose him. But what she didn't realize is that it's the serpents, and that is Jughead's family, and to see that come back, and that of course Jughead's going to be a serpent because that is his. You know what? You can't get away from your raisin, as we say back home.
How is this Shakespearean?
Because they're about to consummate the relationship. It's very
that never happened in Shakespeare.
But no, they're about to like run off. They're about to have their bliss, their happiness, and then
you're talking about Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Okay, let's clear that up.
When you're talking about two lovers and you say Shakespeare, what the fuck are you talking about? Lady Macbeth,
they're very different.
Hamlet.
You can't really compare the two. I'm not going to go into all the reasons why that's an overreach.
You know what?
But anyway,
you need to reach around. You need to relax. That's what you need.
Not an overreach, but a reach around.
But I think that it was I think it'll be super interesting to see that this is going to wreak havoc on they are the Ross and Rachel of this show, and it's going to wreak havoc on this.
The younger
They're going to be on a break.
People don't know who that is.
You know what? If you don't know who Ross and Rachel is, Cole Sprouse played Ross's son.
That's true.
That's true. You need to know. You need to watch fucking Friends.
When he was a baby.
And then tell me.
Friends was a great show.
Friends was a great show.
I sound like I'm 80 when I say that.
I'll
tell you what, that was a good show back then. Back in the 90s.
I kind of want, even though I love the actor and they're great, I kind of want Luke Perry to die. I think that might change Archie a little bit. Maybe. I don't know if the actor can handle it, but let's be honest.
I don't know. I have one more quote that I really loved, also literary, Veronica. Now this is really literary, not just some shitty Shakespeare illusion.
No, if you agreed with my Shakespeare illusion, please leave it in the comments.
What's an illusion? With an A-L-L. There we are. Veronica whispers to Archie right before they have sex, "We've had this date with each other from the beginning." Which, if people know, they're Tennessee Williams. That's right from Streetcar Named Desire. When Stanley is about to basically rape Blanche, it's I clutched my pearls, and a lot of other literate queers did too.
I think your ass clutched a little bit on that one too.
That was really, there's a lot of layers there, and this is the whole thing with Archie. We know he's not totally into Veronica. We know it.
Well, and I don't even know if he's totally. That is the thing from the comments. It's not even that he's totally into Betty as well. He
wants what he can't have.
He's a pussy chasing high school boy.
He's a high school boy.
Yeah.
He wants to just fuck and play video games with his friends.
He just needs to own a fleshlight and take care of things. He just needs to stick it in something.
The whole show could be solved if Archie had a fleshlight.
If Archie had a fleshlight. And if you
You're welcome, Greg Berlanti.
And if you don't know what a fleshlight is, Google it.
No, don't.
But don't do it at work.
Don't do it at work.
Don't do it at work.
You'll get on some page like my friend who Googled something and saw just men who were stacked on top of each other.
You tell that joke every time.
Because I love it.
That's like the 8th time.
She's stacked up.
But I don't like it
were they triple stacked?
I don't like it when you say that because every time you say it, it makes me think of double stacked, which then makes me think of double stuffed, and then I want an Oreo. Doesn't Oreo sound good?
We're gonna finish up because I want to wind up this season with the fact that we started out somewhere, probably talking about food, and we wound up with double stuffed Oreo.
It's true. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
We hope you enjoyed the season.
We have loved it.
Not just the episode. We loved it.
We are recapping Fire Island, which is on Logo. I'm sorry if you don't get. I'm happy if you don't get Logo. But you can watch it online.
I'm enjoying. Hate watching it, actually.
It's better than Finding Prince Charming.
A lot
better.
It's not killing ourselves.
If you watch Finding Prince Charming because of us, we're sorry. This you'll like more.
Yeah, and it's more of a better shot reality show.
It is. There's actually some moments that actually moved us an inch.
Kind of.
A little bit. So that show comes on every Thursday as well, so you can see the recap on that on Friday. You be sure to watch our reaction video.
Our first jerk off video.
Finding Prince Charming should be coming up soon, but otherwise we're twiddling our thumbs.
Is it?
Maybe we'll be one show for a while, but you never know. We might come out and surprise you with another show. Who knows what we're going to do? If you have any suggestions, we think
don't suggest something.
I want a good show with some a nice reality show with just women being women. That's what I want.
That's what our show could be called. Women being women.
Women being women. So if you know what? That's what I'm saying. If you have a suggestion for us for a show, leave it in the comments, and I'll consider it, and Jake will do it.
And I will reject it.
Pretty much. But still, it could help.
Anyway, thank you for staying with us.
Thanks so much. We love you. Leave a review.
Bye.
Listen to the podcast. We'll see you next week.
Subscribe and write a review.
Bye.